So good afternoon to my dear students who are going from 8th standard to 9th standard. So today we are going to learn the first chapter of our 9th standard in the form of matter in our surroundings. So my dear students, we are going to start the chemistry in the form of matter in our surroundings. After the 8th class, we have learned the general chemistry in the form of what we can say polymers, plastics, metals, non-metals, the pollution we have already learned. So that was the introductory part of our chemistry. But in the 9th standard, we are going to learn the inorganic chemistry. Initially in this class we are going to learn matter in our surroundings. Then the second chapter will be, this chapter will describe the form of matter, the states of matter, the interchange of state of matter, then the factors or phenomena like evaporation. After that we are going to learn the atomic structure, the structure of atom. All these things belong to the inorganic chemistry. Means the substances which are not originated from plants or animals, substances which are originated naturally, which are not derived from plants and animals, are called as inorganic substances. And the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of inorganic substances is called as inorganic chemistry. So we are going to start that with matter in our surroundings. So the first question appears in our mind that what is meant by matter? What is meant by a matter? While learning the matter, we will make one list. In that list, we will have sugar. Then the second one will be fragrance of perfume. The third thing will be songs. The fourth thing will be after the songs, the fourth thing will be a needle, and the fifth thing will be, just we will discuss about these four things first. That is the sugar, the fragrance of perfume, then the songs, the needle. Why you should ask me, sir, why you are describing such things in the example? You are supposed to teach us about the matter. But sugar is sweet in taste. So taste is a sense. Fragrance will be delicious, or what we can say, the fragrance will be good for the smelling. So smell. Then songs are good for listening. And when a needle stitches in our toe, or when a needle stitches in our hand, it causes a sensation of pain. So we will say pain. So we are blessed with five senses. We are blessed with five senses. Out of those five senses, now we have listed here four senses. But why you should ask me, sir, why you are describing in such a way that you are supposed to describe matter? Because anything that we can perceive through sense is called as matter. The most easiest definition we can describe for the matter as anything that we can perceive through sense. Anything that we can perceive through sense is called as matter. For example, sugar is sweet in a taste. Sweetness is a sense which is provided by tongue. Then we can hear the songs. We can hear our favorite songs onto the internet, onto the television set, onto the headphone, onto the mobile phone. That's why we can say hearing is also belong to the sense. Then the fragrance of perfume. Just imagine your mother is preparing your favorite delicious dish at the time of evening in the kitchen. Though you are playing in a playground, you can sense that your mother is preparing your favorite dish. That's why the sense of that delicious dish will reach to you. That's why we can say smell. So we can describe anything that we can perceive through sense. Anything that we can perceive through sense is called as matter. It's called as matter. After this, we will discuss the properties of matter. Properties of matter. The first property is matter occupies space. Matter occupies space. Just imagine, if you belong to the farming family, if you are a farmer or your father or any relative is a farmer, when he will harvest grains, when he will put that grains in his home, that will occupy his space in his home. The home will be congested. That's why we can say that grains will belong to the matter, or grains can be considered as matter. So that we can say matter occupies space. Then the second one will be particles of matter move continuously. The second property of matter will be particles of matter move continuously. Every matter is made up of a smaller minute particles which are joined together, which are combined with each other, which are attached with each other. But these particles, for example, we have a chalk. When that chalk will be in the form of long elongated stick, we can see it is a single chalk. But when we apply the force on it by a hammer, we can see smaller crystals of chalk, or chalk will get converted into the powdery form or in the powdered form. Those is that every smaller particle of that chalk, or every smaller particle will be, these small particles are attached to each other to form chalk, to form a chalk. Hence we can say particles of matter move continuously. So these are the two basic properties of matter. We should always remember that matter occupies space. Matter occupies space. Then the second one will be particles of matter. Particles of matter move continuously. Move continuously. Then the third one will be matter always have mass. Matter always have mass. The way of measuring that matter will be different. For example, we can measure sugar, we can measure grains in a kilograms. But do we measure water into the kilograms? No, we measure water into the liters. That's why we can say the way of measurement will be different from matter to matter. But it always have mass. So these are the three properties of matter. The first one will be matter occupies space. Second one will be particles of matter move continuously. Then the third one will be matter always have mass. The one important thing that we have already discussed, just imagine inside the kitchen your mother is preparing your favorite delicious dish, and you are playing onto the playground. This playground is several meters away from you. This playground is several meters away from you. But what will happen? Though you are into playground, you are not into the kitchen, but in a playground, you can definitely describe which dish is prepared by your mother. Why this happens? Because the smell of that delicious dish reaches to you though you are several meters away. But why the smell reaches to you though you are several meters away? The reason behind that is diffusion. So diffusion is a phenomenon. Diffusion is a phenomenon in which particles of matter move with their own accord. So, what is a diffusion? Diffusion is a phenomenon in which particles of matter move with their own accord. That's why we can say, though you are several meters away from a kitchen, you can smell the scents, or you can smell which dish is being prepared by your mother. Hence we can say, why that happens? That happens because of a diffusion. So diffusion is a phenomenon in which particles of matter move with their own accord. After we can have second example also. For example, accidentally we can see so many animals lose their lives at the side of road. But what will happen? The microorganisms will start to increase in their body, and they will start to decompose the body of that organism. But while decomposing the body of that organism, we can feel the irritative smell is being spread all around the area where the body of that animal is been lying. Why that happens? That also happens because of a diffusion. After this, we will learn the states of matter. States of matter. Matter is generally found in three basic states. Those are solids, second one will be liquid, and the third one will be gaseous state. So solids, liquid and gaseous state are the three basic states in which each and every matter can be found in our surrounding. Now we will discuss the states of matter in detail. Discussing about the solid state, we can draw one simple diagram like this. So these are the particles of solid. So which are the properties of solid state? In a solid state, particles are always compactly arranged with each other. The first property of solid state is, in a solid, particles are always compactly arranged with each other. Now this is a time where we are facing the lockdown since last few days. But just imagine the CST terminal of Bombay before the lockdown. What we can see, the crowd, it was one of the most crowded places of a city in which people are compactly arranged with each other. Those compactly arranged people can be described with the particles of solid state. Means the particles in a solid state, particles are always compactly arranged with each other. What it indicates, it means that they do not have intermolecular space. This is the second property of a solid state. In a solid state, particles do not have intermolecular space. Then the third property of a solid state will be they always have, or solid substances always have, definite shape. And the fourth and final property is they have very low values of compressibility. These are the properties of solid state of matter. Means, which are the properties of solid state of matter? The first one is particles in a solid state. Particles are always arranged very compactly with each other. Just imagine your city also, your village also. Before the lockdown, where people are used to move freely, people used to move compactly with each other in the weekly markets, into the markets. But nowadays, though the markets are opening for very less period of time, we are asked to maintain a social distance. We are asked to maintain a social distance. Means the particles are always compactly arranged with each other in a solid state. Then the second one is they do not have intermolecular space. They do not have intermolecular space. The third one will be they always have definite shape. Solid substances always have definite shape. For example, your book always have definite shape. Duster always have definite shape. Each and every object that is solid in a state, which is made up of solid substances, always have a definite shape. And finally, they have very less value or very low value of compressibility. That's all for now. In next lecture, we will learn about the liquid and gaseous state of matter. Till then, take care, stay home.